There is a moment that happens to almost every new RV owner, and it always happens in the same place. A campground entrance at about 4 in the afternoon with a line of cars behind you. You pull up to the gate. The host looks at your rig, then looks at her clipboard, then looks back at your rig, and she says the sentence you will never forget. "Honey, I don't think you're gonna fit." That's the moment people realize they bought too much RV, and by then it's too late. Because the loan is signed, the trade-in is gone, and the thing in your mirror is 15,000 pounds of very expensive regret. So today I want to catch you before that moment. I'm going to walk you through the 6 sizing mistakes I see over and over, the 5 warning signs that you're already in too deep, and the numbers you should be checking instead of the ones the salesman keeps pointing out. And I'll say this up front because it matters. For 17 years, I was a contracting officer for the Army. My entire job was reading specifications and figuring out where the real requirements were hiding underneath the sales language. RV shopping is the exact same skill. The brochure is marketing. The sticker is the contract. Let's go find the sticker. Every RV has a data plate, usually on the driver's side exterior wall, sometimes inside a cabinet door or the pantry. It's black and white. It's boring, and nobody at the dealership will bring it up. That plate has 3 numbers you need. GVWR, Gross Vehicle Weight Rating, the absolute maximum the trailer is allowed to weigh, loaded with everything in it. Not a suggestion, this is the engineering limit. GAWR, Gross Axle Weight Rating, what each axle can carry. CCC or NCC, Cargo Carrying Capacity. This is the one that tells the truth. It's GVWR minus the actual weight of the unit as built, minus full propane, minus fresh water. What's left is everything you own: clothes, food, tools, generator, dog, chairs, the crochet bag, all of it. I have walked through 38-foot fifth wheels with a cargo capacity under 1,500 pounds. That sounds like a lot until you start weighing what actually goes in a rig. A full fresh tank alone can eat 800 of it. 2 people who intend to live somewhere will blow through 1,500 pounds before they finish unpacking the kitchen. So here's rule 1. Bigger doesn't mean more capacity. A longer trailer with a heavier build can leave you with less usable payload than a shorter one. Length and capacity are not the same thing, and the industry is very happy for you to keep confusing them. Mistake 1, buying for the guests. This is the most expensive mistake in RVing, and it always sounds so reasonable. Well, the grandkids come out in July, so we need the bunkhouse. Okay, how many nights a year is that? 10, 14? You are about to buy 8 extra feet of trailer, an extra axle, a heavier tow vehicle, higher insurance, and a whole category of campgrounds you can no longer access for 14 nights a year. and you'll pay for it on all 351 of the other ones. Buy the RV for how you live 50 weeks a year. For the other 2 weeks, put the grandkids in a tent, rent a cabin, book the site next door. Every single one of those options is cheaper than the trailer you're about to finance. Same logic on the office we might need, the second bathroom in case, and my personal favorite, the guest room for when my sister visits. Ask any full-timer how often the sister actually visits. Mistake 2, trusting dry weight. Look at any RV listing and you'll see a number labeled dry weight or UVW or shipping weight. It will look wonderfully manageable. That number is close to fiction. Dry weight is the unit as it left the factory floor. No water, no propane, frequently no batteries. And here's the part that gets people, often without the options that unit was actually built with. The awning, the second AC, the generator prep, the solar package, the slide out you specifically wanted. Those can add hundreds of pounds that the listed dry weight never accounted for. So the trailer you're standing in front of may already weigh 1,000 pounds more than the sticker on the internet said before you've put a single fork in a drawer. Never plan around dry weight. Plan around GVWR. Assume you will eventually load to it because you will. Everyone does. Then size your tow vehicle to that number, not to the pretty one. Mistake 3, tow rating over payload. Here's the one that puts people in genuine danger. The truck's tow rating is the number in the commercial. 18,000 pounds, 21,000 pounds, big number, big font. Payload is the number that actually stops you, and it's on a yellow sticker inside the driver's door jamb in small print, and it reads something like, the combined weight of occupants and cargo should never exceed ... Payload is everything the truck carries. You, your spouse, the dog, the toolbox, the fuel in the tank beyond base, the hitch itself, and critically, the downward force the trailer puts on the truck. For a conventional travel trailer, tongue weight runs roughly 10 to 15% of loaded trailer weight. For a fifth wheel, pin weight is closer to 20 to 25%. Run that. A 12,000 pound fifth wheel at 20% puts about 2,400 pounds straight down into your truck bed. And a 200 pound hitch. Add 2 adults, add the stuff in the back seat. You are over the payload of a lot of half-ton trucks before the trailer has moved an inch, and that truck may still be nowhere near its advertised tow rating. The truck will pull it. That's the trap. It will pull it just fine, right up until you have to stop it or a semi passes you on a downgrade in a crosswind. Do this instead. Find the yellow payload sticker on the specific truck you own. Not the trim level, not the brochure, that individual VIN. Then take 25% of the GVWR of the trailer you're considering. Add 300 for hitch and the weight of every human and animal who rides with you, and add 200 for the junk that lives in your truck. If that total is more than 85% of your payload, you're shopping too big. 85%, not 100. You want margin. Margin is what you spend on mountain passes and bad weather. Mistake number 4, ignoring the 35-foot wall. This is one nobody warns you about, and it's the one that quietly shrinks your entire life. Public campgrounds, national parks, national forests, state parks, Army Corps sites were largely laid out decades ago for equipment that no longer exists. The loops are tight, the sites are short, and they publish maximum length limits. The general shape of it: under 25 feet, and almost everything in the country is open to you. 25 to 32, you're still in good shape, with some of the older or more remote loops closing off. Past 35 feet, your options in the public system start dropping hard. Past 40, you are largely living in private RV parks and the handful of newer campgrounds built for big rigs. Now, check the actual limits for the specific parks you care about, because they vary enormously and some have been regraded. But the pattern holds. Every foot you add past the low 30s costs you inventory. And it's not just whether you fit it on paper. It's the turn radius getting into the loop. It's the tree branch at the entrance. It's the site that says 40 feet but has a picnic table cemented into the only spot your slide out wants to be. Here's the practical part. Before you buy anything, pull up the 5 or 6 places you actually daydream about, the specific ones. Look up their length limits. If the rig you're considering locks you out of the places that made you want an RV in the first place, that is your answer. That's the whole video right there. Mistake number 5, forgetting where you actually want to camp. Related, but its own thing. My husband and I boondock a lot. That means forest service roads, BLM land, dispersed sites with no hookups and no reservations and no pavement. It is, to me, the best part of this lifestyle. You cannot do very much of that in a 40-foot rig. It isn't the length by itself. It's the combination. Long wheelbase, low ground clearance, tight turnarounds, soft shoulders, and no way to reverse out if you get in somewhere you shouldn't have. I've watched people get a big fifth wheel 1.5 miles down a forest road and then spend 2 hours executing a 40-point turn while everyone in the family stops speaking to each other. So the question isn't, how big can I get? It's, what kind of camping am I actually buying this for? If your honest answer is full hookup resorts, snowbird parks, and seasonal sites, go big. That's a legitimate way to RV, and the length costs you almost nothing there. If your answer includes national parks, forest roads, dispersed camping, or anything where the last 2 miles are gravel, every foot is working against you. Buy short. You'll go more places, and you'll enjoy the ones you get to. Nobody regrets the campsite they could reach. Mistake number 6, the cost that scale with length. Length isn't a one-time purchase. It's a subscription. Longer means more tires, and more tires means more tire replacements, and RV tires age out on a calendar whether you use them or not. Longer usually means an extra axle, which means more brakes and more bearings. Campgrounds increasingly price by site size, and the big rig sites are the premium ones. Storage is quoted by the foot, and past a certain length, a lot of facilities simply won't take you. Insurance goes up, tolls in some states go up by axle count, fuel goes up from both weight and from pushing a trailer. And here's the resale piece, which ties back to what we covered in the depreciation episode. The used market for very large rigs is thinner. Fewer buyers own a truck that can pull it. Fewer buyers want to store it. When you go to sell, you're selling into a smaller pool. And smaller pools mean longer listings and lower offers. 5 signs you already bought too much RV. If you already own it, here's how to tell honestly. not to make you feel bad, to help you decide whether to fix it. Number 1, you've started filtering destinations by whether you'll fit instead of by whether you want to go. Number 2, travel days feel like dread instead of anticipation. If you're tight-jawed for 6 hours and exhausted at the end, that's the rig, not you. Number 3, you can only stay at large commercial parks, not because you love them, but because they're the safe choice. Number 4, there are rooms in your RV you walk past, a bunkhouse used for storage, a dinette nobody sits in. You paid for those in length, weight, and access. Number 5, you avoid moving. You'll book 2 weeks somewhere mediocre rather than break down and reposition because setup and tear down at that size is a whole day of your life. 3 or more of those and it's worth pricing out a trade. Downsizing hurts once. The wrong rig hurts every single travel day. How to right size before you sign? 5 things. Do them in this order. 1. Write your camping mix first. On paper before you shop. What percentage public parks, private parks, boondocking, driveways? That mix picks your maximum length, not the floor plan, not the showroom. Number 2, find the yellow payload sticker on your actual truck. Then run the pin weight math against 85%. Whatever number falls out is your ceiling. Shop under it. Number 3, check length limits on your top 6 destinations, real ones, by name, before you fall in love with the floor plan. Number 4, rent the size you think you want. 1 week, 1 long weekend minimum. Here's a few $100s against a purchase in the tens of thousands, and it's the single highest return thing you can do. Rent the size, not the brand. Number 5, walk the site, not the showroom. Showroom floors are enormous and flat. Ask to see the unit parked outside, ideally next to something else. Everything looks small in a warehouse. The RV that gets used is always better than the RV that impresses people in the driveway. The right size is the one that lets you say yes. Yes to the forest road. Yes to the last minute site. Yes to leaving on Thursday instead of Saturday because setup only takes 20 minutes. Every foot you add buys you a little more room and costs you a little more freedom. Your job is just to figure out where your line is, honestly, before somebody at a dealership figures it out for you. Next up in the buyer's guide, we're getting into the walkthrough. What to actually do on the delivery day and the things you must not sign until they're fixed. If this saved you from bad measurement, the RV Buyer's Guide playlist has the rest of it. Hidden cost, depreciation, build quality, and the pre-purchase inspection episode. Take care of each other out there.